Hey folks, salute from Costa del Merseyside. Yeah. Hey folks, I can hear the drilling going on. So it's like being abroad in your hotel, in your apartment, not far from the beach, and all you can hear is drills and diggers and fucking relentless drudgery. Of course, depending on where you go these days, you're either going to get coronavirus or you're going to be submerged in a fucking huge sandstorm from North Africa. What is going on? We've got massive floods in the UK at the moment, as you're painfully aware because I've mentioned them before. Most of them localised in my fucking conservatory, but every river in the UK has burst its banks. Just before I came out before, my phone flashed up on a news feed that massive evacuation taking place in somewhere in the UK, and everyone's like drowning. The latest news on that is they want to bring specialised beavers in. Now, don't tell Mrs. Kilt-Man this, but I know of a few specialised beavers, but their skill set does not mean damming flooded rivers, you know. They can dam floods of another kind. No, don't get me started on that kind of thing. It's way too early in the day for that kind of smutty talk. But yeah, no, I'm not joking. The idea was they're going to have a controlled release of specialised beavers to try and build dams in these flood-hit areas. Are you fucking kidding me? Specialised beavers, highly trained special forces beavers. What's going on there? You know, during 999, you know, like emergency services, who do you require? Police, ambulance, fire brigade, beavers. There's lots of different numbers to get beavers from, so I've heard. What's the world coming to? Beavers, I've heard it all now. Anyway, back on the whole coronavirus thing again. It's now getting a little bit scarier than it was maybe a few days ago, because it's now spreading like wildfire throughout Europe, and it's hitting a bit closer to home. Now, I know, I've already said, when they come back to the UK, when Brits who are feared to maybe carry the virus, they're quarantined in Arrow Park Hospital, which is only up the road from where this guy lives, on the Wirral Peninsula. And then the last bunch of people that were brought in, the first bunch did 14 days in quarantine, and not one of them had the virus, and they're all free to go. Then we had that Star Princess or something, which was like a cruise ship, I may have got the name wrong there, was obviously quarantined off the coast of Japan, and it was rife with coronavirus. And then finally the British government took back, you know, the Brits who were aboard. It was about 70 odd people, and of course they all turned up at Arrow Park as well, and out of that lot, 4 actually had coronavirus. So what happens then is they get removed from the quarantine zone and they put in various hospitals to be isolated again and treated. But not only that, we've had some enterprising young, adventurous person went skiing in Italy, up in, you know, the Italian Alps. They have the Alps in Italy, they do, don't they? Or the Dolomites, whatever the hell it is. And they managed to spread the fucking disease around there as well. So as of this morning, 11 people have died in Italy at that resort. But the worst is yet to come. Well, because, especially for people around here, is because a whole load of school kids were there, and they all came back last Wednesday, I think it was, or Thursday, so a week ago, call it. And but they've been back to school as of Monday. So if they've got it, they've fucking spread it around the schools. So a couple of schools have now closed down, and all those ones who were, you know, who've been to Italy, they've been told to go home and isolate themselves, but schools have been shut down. And again, these are all around Merseyside and Cheshire. You know, that little Wirral Peninsula thing, which I've described to you before. If you look at a map of the UK and you zero in on Merseyside, so you've got a little chunk of land between where Wales is and where Liverpool is, and then, you know, Lancashire. And that little chunk of land, which sticks out like a bit of a, you know, an earthy erection on the map of the UK, that's where I live, and I work where I am right now. I'm literally 3 miles, as the crow flies, I'm 3 miles away from my front door, but there's a fucking big river in between us called the River Mersey, a natural blockage there. So if you want to isolate the peninsula because of massive viral outbreak, it'd be very easy to do. You just close all the bridges. Well, there's no fucking bridges to Liverpool anyway, you know what I mean. You just shut down the tunnels, and then you isolate off, the edge where the peninsula joins the mainland, Chester sort of region way. And you could easily block that off the roadways and all that. So the peninsula becomes a fucking massive quarantine zone. And joking about escape from New York and all that, it would become escape from New Brighton. New Brighton is, the northwestern tip of the Wirral Peninsula, which is pretty much where I live. So that would be, Snake McPliskin here would have to do his fucking heroic escape, get out of there, and spread the virus again. But get on this as well. One of the lads I work with, his daughter is a friend of one of the people who came back from Italy and then went back to school. But before he went back to school, he went to their house. Hey, had a great time. So, and Mark only informed us yesterday, Mark, the lad in question, this lad's been in our house and he's been in our fucking office. Oh shit. So it's even closer to home than we first thought. It's just gone crazy. It's gone crazy. And Mrs. Kilt-Man was going to yoga today, and apparently her yoga teacher has got pneumonia. But the class is still going ahead. But one of her friends was stuck at the airport in Gran Canaria, where the big sandstorm hit and caused a huge orange out, not a white out, an orange out, and all the planes were fucking delayed and all this. And then she come back, she touched down, and now she's really, really ill. But she's not choking on sand. No, she's got flu-like symptoms. Oh God! It's coming! It's coming! It's gonna happen. The zombie apocalypse is almost upon us. So, my biggest fear is that a sudden outbreak around here, and we'll get quarantined, but not at home. We'll be in work when the quarantine notice comes in, and we'll be told to stay in work. Well, while you're there, you may as well carry on working. I'll take my chances on the mean streets of the wasteland. A breakout, I get free. Anyway, after days and days of relentless fucking rain and shit, and apparently we've got snow tomorrow for most of the UK. I hope you're enjoying all these ongoing weather forecasts and reporting that I'm doing. So the nature's journalist I am now, roving reporter. If you look up there, you can see there's sunshine up there, and it's reflected on the windows over there. So there genuinely is some goddamn sun at the moment. So this guy has come out again without no jacket, vest and a kilt, kilted. Blue Mackay. I'm very, very blue today. In fact, if that sun dips down any further behind them buildings, my entire body will be blue. I can live with it. Anyway, while I'm on, I want to say a great big thank you to all the new subscribers. In the last few days, it's gone up. We broke the 500 barrier, which was elusive for a little bit, and it's creeping up and up and up. And I can't tell you folks just how much it means to me. As I've said many times, I don't make any money out of this channel. I do it for the sheer love of just talking to you people and having a laugh and trying to be sort of upbeat and entertaining at the very least. I'll talk movies, I'll talk masks, I'll talk music, I'll talk props, I'll talk coronavirus, my corona. I'll talk about anything, and I'll do requests as well. If you want me to review something, if I'm able to review it, if I've seen the film or heard the music or I have the item you want me to talk about, then of course I will definitely do it. So please, if you want any requests, just comment below and let me know. I'm always here. I'm always here at your disposal. Just don't dispose of me too violently. But I'm really made up that the channel is slowly but surely it's gaining a bit of strength, getting a bit of vigour, and that's all I could ever hope for. I'm going to keep it going, even if it's just one person out there who watches it. I'm still going to do my best to entertain you. and have a laugh and try and brighten your day in any way, shape or form. If I can do it, I will do it. And if I can't do it, I'll find a way of pretending that I did do it. I'll convince you that I did it, somehow or other. Cheers, y'all. Again, you know, the fabulous deal in Wetherspoons. 3 bottles of Sol for £5. For a Bluey. 3 bottles of Sol for a Bluey. That's not bad at all. Now, if I was to buy in here a whiskey, a large grouse, which is my daily tipple usually, that would set me back, well, almost £5 right then and there. So, you know, what's the fucking point of that? And then I can't afford it. Payday in 2 days' time. Yes! And so 3 bottles of this. That's a good deal. I have to recommend it. So, folks, in the meantime and in between time, you guys let me know what's happening in your neck of the woods regarding floods, snow, rain, wind, storms, viruses. Because it's affecting us all at some point. And as I say, with the news breaking today and the latest developments of coronavirus, it is definitely reaching more parts of the world, and we're all going to be, you know, exposed to this somehow or other. Best bring the Beavers. Only the Beavers can save us now. Super germ-free Beavers. Anyway, in the meantime and in between time, folks, you stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Thanks for your support for the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. More stuff coming tonight, so, you know, be prepared. And, you know, tell your friends, tell everyone, tell the world that Kilt-Man is here, and, you know, and they need him. That's a daily tonic. So, take it easy, keep it kilted, keep it Celtic, and I'm going to see you all one-handed. From now on, I want my kitchen clean, germ-free. What classic horror film is that line from?